Hi, I would like to share with you the scripture from the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, starting with verse 24. By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. Now, the thing I want to point out in the scriptures is where it talks about the pleasures of sin for a season. Moses had Moses was brought up as as Egyptian royalty. I mean, by Pharaoh's daughter, and he, I mean, he ended up forsaking all that when he saw a fellow Hebrew, um, which he found out that he was smart, being hurt by an Egyptian. So I mean, he, his righteous anger led him to kill the Egyptian and hit his body in sand, and then later on he finds two Egyptians fighting with each other. I mean, two Israelites fighting with each other, and he tries to break up the fight, and he says, "Who made you or ruler and judge over us? Are you going to kill me as you killed the Egyptian yesterday?" And Moses realized they're going to find out, and the Egyptian did find out, and then he fled the country, went to the land of Midian to be a shepherd for 40 years. I mean, as my pastor would say, sin is fun, but it's only for a season, and that's pointing to what scriptures say. I mean, that there is pleasure in sin, but it's but it only lasts for a season, and I mean, it. I mean, the. I mean, and it. I mean, and it bears ill fruit. I mean, having affair with somebody, or having sex outside of marriage may be fun for a while, but it's I mean it is going to bear ill fruit. I mean, you're going to have a broken marriage. You're going to have a child that you didn't want. You're you're going to catch a disease. You're going to ruin somebody's future. I mean, if they're not married and you had sex with that person, and they're going to end up going to have a they're 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 not going to enjoy the sex that in marriage like they could have had if they haven't had sex, and it's like yeah. I mean, There's also the pleasure of getting high. And just like, there's, it's good only once, and afterwards it's the law of diminishing returns. And the more you take that drug, the less pleasurable it gets, until it's becomes more of a need than a. It's like your body needs this, or it's just. Sin has a way of destroying you, and that its pleasures are short, and they're always destructive in some way. Even the sin of gossiping. What may seem pleasurable to talk about somebody, it can end up destroying relationships and poisoning the well. In people's minds. It's like some people will think really bad about that person, even when they haven't done anything wrong to even. People. There are people who will invent stories to make people look bad. Call it character assassination. It's like, Jesus had to deal with people talking about him. It's like, look at that person. He's a glutton and a drunkard. He hangs out with sinners and tax collectors. We gotta be careful when it comes to sin. It's like the proverbial forbidden fruit. It goes down smoothly into our bellies, and it feels good for a moment, but it just ends up destroying you from within, and kills all that is good about you, and just and fun of sin never lasts. You'll eventually pay the consequences of sin, because Scripture does say that the wages of sin is death. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you in this video. So, have a good day, and God bless you.